Hello, my friends. Now I return from the travels to Niagara Falls and Utah. And I thank you so much for your support on my melanoma stage 4 journey. It's very important for me, and I'd like to be helpful and share with you what I go through. So I'd like to share with you what's going on in my life right now after I traveled a lot and make some of my dreams come true and inspire you to do the same and not wait until you will be sick. So as you can see, I'm taping this video from the hospital. I will tell it later, but for now I will tell you about my dreams and my business, which I already begin and made my first meeting, my first intellectual show, and it was a huge success. So thanks everyone who came there. I was so proud of me and myself that we can do it, and that was so brilliant. The person who take part in was also very clever, and everyone was happy to meet each other and to answer a lot of new questions, to know something new about this world. Thank you. So I'm going to continue it if my health will allow me, and that was very good. And the idea to make intellectual show and to help people find out more about the world and meet new interesting people was wonderful, and I can earn on it maybe not much money but a lot of good experience, and find a new people to be in connection. We also went to the Niagara Falls. That was my dream for a lot of years. It took us 8 hours to reach there from our home. That's why I found out 2 places to stay in the meantime. It was Cornell Glass Museum, where I could make another my dream come true, and I made ornament, Christmas ornament there from glass, and that was awesome. And the kids made a lot of stuff, the glasses, also the Christmas ornament, but not as difficult as was mine, but still everyone was so happy to be there, to see how the glass works and to take part in master classes. So that was awesome museum. And then we came to Niagara Falls and saw it from both American side and the Canadian, and that was awesome. I wasn't sure that we can see it from the water because that was the first day they opened it, but we could do this and saw Niagara from all the parts, from all the sides, and that was awesome. The only thing that happened not easy for me was that my daughter and my husband wants to fly near Niagara Falls and stayed me with my daughter on a wheelchair for 3 hours. We were so cold, I can't do anything on wheelchair so far, and that was a little bit worry for me. But when they returned, they told that was awesome experience, and I forget all about it. And when we came on the way back, we went to safari, which was also my dream. They just opened it after the winter, and we saw a lot of animals who came to our car, and that was super cute. They were scary a little bit, but it was one of the best things I have ever tried. And I advise you, if you live near New York or Connecticut, to try it also while it's summertime and you can feed the animals and see them and touch them. That's awesome. And after that trip, we returned home, and I became so brave that I begin to plan my new trip to Utah, and my friends can join us almost in 3 weeks. After I did my immunotherapy, we decided to do it. But the day before we left, I felt some numbness here, and that was scary, but it lasts for a minute or so, and my doctor allow me to go while I don't feel anything like this, and we take a flight and go to Utah. Next day we went to the Salt Lake Flat. I felt again this numbness. It lasts only several seconds. I was very afraid, but we continue the trip while we were already in Utah. We took a lot of photos on the flat, and when we go to the national parks. By the way, my older daughter is in 4th grade, and she has the pass. All the 4th graders in the United States have pass for free visit national parks. So we saw a lot of national parks for free. We could see a lot of parks, even Antelope Canyon. Although it's prohibited for people with disabilities, I can do it with my canes, with 2 canes. That was awesome experience. And also we saw a lot of animals in Grand Canyon. We live in the beautiful spaces and in the glamping. We travel inside the Antelope Canyon, also on Lake Powell, where you can do this on the boat. We saw our friends. We tried different interesting food, so everything was very well. While I almost on the last day, we were on the Antelope Canyon, and I feel a little bit numbness again because it was quite a long distance, and I took 6,000 steps, which too much for me even with a walker. I feel numbness and I feel tired, and we decided not to go to the Zion Canyon and go to the Salt Lake City to wait our flight there. This road took 5 hours, and in the end of the trip I felt not numbness, but I lost my ability to speak. And for a minute I repeat the same words, like my husband's name and something else. He couldn't understand what I want to say, but he understood that I am not in good condition. But we were already in Salt Lake City, and that was not in canyons or some parks where it could be more difficult to go to the hospital. It was 15 minutes from our hotel where we came, and they called 911. I almost lost my conscious, and they took me to the hospital because it looks like my first stroke, and they made me MRI, CAT scans. So we understood that I had some problems. I had seizures by their opinion and blooding metastasis in my brain. I stayed there for 2 more days. They prepared me to my flight back, and now I'm in Connecticut and in the hospital to continue my journey. I stopped using my blood thinners because they made more blood in my brain, and then it was the question in Utah if I need surgery to move back and to not have blood clots, but we decided that I will be just walking a lot in the airplane. The trip was just 5 hours, even 4.5 hours, and then we fly back. The seizures and my way of feeling was worse, and that's why I need to go to the hospital next day, and still I stayed here. And now we wanted to understand what else can we do, because as we saw the result, my immunotherapy and target therapy works not so good anymore. I had not so many options for now, but I will tell you this in next video because I need to understand what we are going to do, and will share it with you. But I'm so happy that we can do this travel to Niagara Falls, to Utah, and makes all my not all, but a lot of my dreams come true. I was on safari, and I even sent an application to American Idol. Maybe I can take part in it also. That always also was my dream. Don't wait till you will be sick. Make your dreams come true right now. Thank you. Bye bye, and thank you for your support. I will make my next video as soon as I will know what are we going to do, because we are running out of options, and I'm trying to find the best way to continue my journey with melanoma. Bye bye. Thank you for watching, and subscribe please to my channel. That so support me that I'm not alone on this journey. Bye bye.